Hi, I'm Francis, the host of this show, Cooking with Dog.
こんにちは。今日は圧力鍋でもつ煮込みを作ります。時間はかかりますが、スロークッカーや普通の鍋でも作れますから、どうぞご覧ください。
First, let's prepare the motsu pork chitterlings. Place the green part of the long onion and ginger slices into a large amount of water and bring it to a boil. We are using this packaged pork motsu. The pork has been parboiled, but it still has some unwanted smells, so we will boil it and rinse again. Loosen up the motsu with tongs. When it reaches a rolling boil, reduce the heat and simmer it for about 3 more minutes. Now, turn off the burner. Strain the motsu with a mesh strainer. Boiling the motsu will help reduce the amount of fat, and the long onion and ginger will help to cover the unwanted smells. Remove the long green onion and ginger slices. If you still smell the unwanted odor, repeat the boiling process one more time, but you may skip the onion and ginger. Pour boiling water over the motsu. Place the motsu into a bowl of lukewarm water. Squeeze the motsu to rinse it thoroughly. You should rinse it in a bowl with warm running water several times to help remove the smells quickly. Squeeze the motsu and place it onto a paper towel. Cover it with another paper towel and thoroughly remove the excess water. Next, let's stir fry the motsu. Heat a half tablespoon of sesame oil in a pot. Place the motsu into the pot. Alternatively, you can use beef motsu, which has less smell than pork motsu. Stir fry it for 4 to 5 minutes until lightly browned. Now, add another half tablespoon of sesame oil and chopped ginger root. Chef is interested in electric pressure cookers, so she got this from the US. Japan's voltage and frequency are different from other countries, so don't try this at home. When the pleasant aroma begins to grow, add the carrots, Daikon Radish, Konjac, and Burdock Root. Continue to stir fry. This pressure cooker has a convenient sautéing feature. It is a little hard to mix since the bottom is not wide like a regular pan, but this feature saves time washing the pan. When the oil is distributed evenly, add the water, sake, mirin, soy sauce, and grated garlic. Add the miso, but save about 1 tablespoon of it for later use to enjoy its aroma. Submerge the Dashi Pack in the broth. A Dashi Pack usually contains coarsely ground real bonito flakes and kombu seaweed, and you can make authentic dashi stock quickly. Cover with the lid. Select the meat mode, set the pressure for high, and set the timer for 25 minutes. Cooking time is only for a reference when using the Instant Pot 3-quart. The float valve goes up about 10 minutes after pressing the start button. Now the timer is activated. You can chop the spring onion leaves while cooking. And now, the 25-minute pressure cooking is finished. Place a tightly squeezed towel onto the lid to help lower the temperature of the pot. This will reduce the strength of steam. Be sure not to block the steam release outlet with the towel. Press the quick release button to release the pressure. Be careful not to burn yourself as the steam comes out vigorously. When the float valve has dropped, remove the lid. The merit of using pressure cooker is it can help keep the ingredients from breaking and also cook them quickly at high temperatures. Add the white part of the long onion and submerge it in the broth. Add the rest of the miso and dissolve it. Cover with the lid again and let it sit for 7 to 8 minutes with the keep warm mode. Now the long onion is softened and it is ready. Ladle the Motsu Nikomi into a bowl. In this video, we force release the pressure to save time. When not rushed, you can also reduce the cooking time and leave it for a while. This will release the pressure naturally and soften the ingredients enough with residual heat. Top with chopped spring onion leaves and shichimi chili pepper. The ingredients will absorb more broth while cooling, making the dish more delicious. If you have time, we recommend cooling the stew to room temperature and then warming it up again just before you enjoy it.
もつの嫌な匂いは全くありません。柔らかくて味が染みて美味しいですよ。
You can also use a regular pot to make the Motsu Nikomi. When using a regular pot, it will take about 1 to 1.5 hours until the motsu softens, so add more water than a pressure cooker. Good luck in the kitchen!